Aries, hey, how you doing? Oops. It's Lisa, and I'm just coming in. I'm having my coffee, and we're going to do a general reading for Aries for December 2021. Hope you guys are doing well. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. And I hope you come back and see me again. And if you've been here before, I do appreciate the support. It means a lot. Alright, we're starting out with the Eight of Wands, the Fool, and the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Emperor, and the Death card. Alright, Aries, let's see what we got to say. Alright, guys. Oh, you know the deal. If you do enjoy the reading, if you give me a thumbs up, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And just like all the others, they're general, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, but take what does and leave what doesn't. I feel like in your recent past, you might have been waiting for a message from somebody or some kind of quick action, quick decision. With this Eight of Wands energy, it's like something has to happen fast for you, and you wanted to put it in motion, and maybe you had to take a pause because you were looking for something new to start. You got the Fool, and yeah, he's all about a new energy and making a new choice, a new path. And it's almost like something that's very, it's like childlike, winsomeness, like just a childlikeness about it, like a naivete to go along with it, because it's so new. So I don't know what it is that you might be involved in, or what's going on with you, but whatever this quick decision, this quick message, whatever has to happen, you want it to happen fast because it would have affected this. You don't know if you would have made this new step if you didn't receive what you needed to from this situation. And from there, then there was a whole Nine of Pentacles feeling. And this is just being very content in yourself, in your situation. It doesn't always have to be about money. I mean, it could, but a lot of times it's just feeling like okay with what goes on, and you know that you're going to be able to bring abundance in another form, even if it's not money, but something into yourself that you're going to be comfortable with, and you know that you're always going to be able to succeed. So possibly with whatever this new start is, that you want to be able to succeed in what it is, or you knew you were going to be able to, and you probably did. And it gives you a lot of fulfillment knowing that you're going to be okay, because whatever this decision, whatever this message was, and this decision to go and do something totally new on a new path, you feel like you're going to be okay, or you were okay, because this is a past energy. So whatever the situation is, you were feeling pretty much okay for it. Now, more in your present time, I have the Three of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Now, the Three of Wands, all right, so after you get through with this past energy and the Fool, and you're, making some accomplishments after that, and the Three of Wands, it has you, like, you're looking into, like, you're looking out for what else is out there, like, almost like something's going to be coming into you, and you know that when you started this new path, and there's abundance available, and like I said, it doesn't always have to be money, it's just abundance of something that's going to make you feel comfortable and secure, and you're okay, and regardless of whether it's money or not. It's not even about the coin. It's more about just the feeling of having security around you in your own will, like in yourself, the security in yourself. But I still feel like you may be still trying to, find out what else there is. Maybe you do have a plan, and whatever that is, that something's going to come out to you if you keep pushing forward. Once you get past this Three of Wands, you know, and it moves even further, there can be a lot that, you know, would lead up to it, would lead up to even more success. But right in the smack in the middle, we have the Five of Pentacles, and this is where you might be feeling left out for something. Like, and again, don't know exactly what that would be, but in regard to what your situation looks like here, it doesn't look like it's stemming from something in the past, but it could be. It could be. But maybe while you're looking at this Three of Wands, saying, okay, I could see this coming, I could have this, I could make this happen, and maybe it doesn't happen as quickly as you wanted it to, and maybe you have to like put a pause on it because for some reason you're feeling a little bit left out or a little bit in like a state of lack, like maybe where something that you thought you were definitely going to be able to accomplish, you weren't able to right away, so it kind of like put you in a feeling of not feeling like you're I would say fitting in, and I don't know why that would be fitting in, but it feels like not fitting in. So maybe there was something that you were kind of uncomfortable with, and so you felt like you just didn't fit in that moment. I don't even think it was like a forever thing, just in that moment. You felt a little bit left out. And then, like, you know, like a lot of us always have uncomfortable moments in life where, you know, you just don't feel like you fit. But now the next one is like the Eight of Swords, and this is like, okay, first you're not fitting, but then you're feeling stuck. And it's a mental stuck. It's nothing like in a physical nature. It's just, for some reason, you have something in your head that is causing you to feel like you can't get past it, where you're like, you have to try to, you know, just kind of mentally, like, just, you know, shake off the ropes and, you know, open the bars and get out. And until you can do that, you're really never going to be able to get out of this feeling of being left out. So you have to be unstuck. And then, you know, you would actually, that would feel better, you know, be able to get out of the stuck. But like, all right, so you started out with this new adventure, and you were feeling pretty good about what was going to come from that. And looking out into something new. And then, but feeling left out and stuck. So don't know exactly where things were going for you. Like and I talk like it already happened. This is December. But I always put it into the past kind of feeling. But it's December. And just where like, you might run into a situation where you just feel like you're left out, or you feel like maybe it was a decision you made, or maybe it was a decision somebody else made, and it just made you feel left out. We'll clarify and see what else we can find out from that. But I do have like this Ace of Swords energy coming in your possible future, and this is like an awesome new idea. This is something very new, very, very fresh. And it's almost like using a lot of your intellect, a lot of your communication skills, and to be able to pass on an idea or some form of, I keep wanting to say communication, but to be able to bring you to the feeling of this Emperor. And, hey, Aries, that's you. All right? And this guy is all about, or female, doesn't matter, all about being like strong and the authority and making these hard decisions and being able to overcome any obstacle in his way, because that's what his duty is. So if you're picking up the characteristics of the Emperor, of this feeling of authority and, okay, I can do this, then I feel like you are going to get out of this stuck, not feeling good about, you know, being left out situation. So maybe this was in some form of, I don't know, maybe it was a job, maybe it was a life thing, a life event, I don't know. But I feel like you aren't going to let that's not going to affect you for the long term, because already going past that time, you're already coming up with these ideas and the ability to to work through it with, the strength of, well, you. And then I have like the Death card, and though this is all about like growth and change, because nothing can change if something else doesn't die away. So, and it's about a rebirth or a transformation of basically something in you, where something in you might have to change, something might in you have to take on a different, like different aspect of yourself. And maybe that's what we wonder with this Emperor. Maybe you're not like literally this incredibly strong, person who's, authority and very good decision maker. But maybe that's part of what your change is, that you're going to be able to do that so you can make what in the beginning was going to be happening for you. Let's see if we can clarify. Let's see if we can find out some stuff. Alright, we got 7 of coins and 10 of cups for the, the 8 of wands. Alright, well that makes sense, because, alright, that was like where you needed something fast to happen, fast messages, fast movements, fast something going on. And whatever it is you were involved in, you knew that if you were able to build on it, if you were going to make it into what you wanted it to be, you were going to have to keep building. And you knew if you did, you would like build up into something. And then you got this 10 of cups. And again, it's this fast. Now again, it could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be friends. It doesn't have to be a love romance. It could be a platonic. But I feel like this 10 of cups is what you feel like to be your 10 of cups. And this is just altogether being very comfortable, and you feel like you feel like there's love around you. You have you have good friends, you have good family, whatever is around you that makes you feel whole and included and comfortable. And it doesn't have to be the 2 kids and the dog and it doesn't have to be that. It's what you feel is your 10 of cups, what's going to make you that happy all the time, or not gonna be, but it's gonna make you that happy in that moment. Let's put it that way. So, but because whatever that fast decision, fast message, whatever that was, if you kept building on something, that you would feel that way in that moment. And you hope that it'll last forever and ever. But well, we know life is life, and not that it's gonna end completely. Not like that's gonna happen. But we all have our moments with being all 10 of cupsies, and then there's times when you might only be in 9 or in 7, that kind of thing. So it's just in that moment that you knew that decision or that message, whatever was going to happen, and you kept working at it. It was going to make you really happy in that sense. Let's see, what about the Fool? Fool, we got the Queen of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles. I'm sorry. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, that could be an energy that you have where, you're feeling like very stable and grounded in whatever situation you are, even though the Fool was like maybe a new path for you, but you felt very secure about it, like you were mature in the situation, because it's a mature energy, not necessarily that you're a mature, you're an older person, but it's just a mature energy. And also that that at some point you might have to not release too much of your effort and your time and your energy to everything. So again, this is not always about money. So even though you want the new Fool and the new action and the adventure, you might find out that, okay, well, if I'm going to look at it as, somebody who's more mature and, stable, grounded, and able to work and make things go forward, I'm going to learn that I can't give up everything. You know what I mean? Not you're going to be greedy. Like you'll be there for people who need you to be there. You'll do what you need to do because you need to do it. But there might be a point where it's like, okay, but now I'm going to save some for me. That kind of feeling. So yes, you want to give, you want to do, but you're always going to need to consider yourself and make sure you save some for yourself. Because you know what? If you give away all your energy, all your money, all your energy, and everything, and then you have nothing left for yourself, and that's actually not a great place to be either. All right. Now on top of the 9 of coins, we have the 5 of coins and the 4 of wands. Okay. Now to me, this can be, the 4 of wands can represent a lot of things, but to me sometimes it could be a celebration, it could be an engagement, it could be a wedding. You might be going to a wedding, you might be having a wedding, or it might be a house. And sometimes some of these, I feel like it's a house, and it represents stability and home. Maybe not even so much house, home. Where you would consider your home, and where you're going to find that stability. But also along with this, and this came up with the 5 of coins. Now, the weird thing is this one doesn't feel like left out. This feels like not being left out anymore. Where you're going to find where you belong. Like this actually feels like where you belong. So when you get these 9 of Pentacles energy here, you're going to have this 4 of Wands stability, and this is coming up that it's not you being left out. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like it's saying if you have that stability and that grounding with whatever's going on here, you're not going to feel left out. So that was, again, past energy. All right, so let's see 3 of Wands. The 5 of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Interesting. All right, let's see. Now I see, like, all right, the 5 of Swords. I feel like this is kind of telling you, and it's weird because, all right, you have the Queen of Pentacles here, which is a mature energy, and going, telling you almost like, all right, this is awesome. We can do this. I know how to do this. We'll make this happen. But, don't give up too much of yourself to, blah, 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 all that stuff. But with this 5 of Swords and this King energy, I feel like it's almost like there's, again, very stable, very grounded. And it's almost like it's saying with this 5 of Swords, it's almost like saying, don't go overboard. Don't try to take on something that's too much for you. Not that, you can't do everything that you want, and you probably would be able to do it, but don't do too much. Like, look at something and say, okay, well, maybe I don't have to do it that way, or maybe I don't have to, like, overcome that, or I don't have to win everything. Maybe just, take your time. That's why I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is up here saying the same thing. Calm down. I know you're all excited. I know you want to do this. This is awesome, but use, like, a little reserve in that. And where King of Pentacles is saying the same thing. He's kind of like saying, don't take on too much. You don't want to, like, waste all your, it's not really wasting, but put all of your, I don't know, eggs in one basket. That's just, put all your eggs in one basket. You don't want to do that because you want to need to make sure you still have some stuff going on. All right, so what about this 5 of Pentacles? The Star and another Ace of Swords. Well, Star is all about hopefulness and, wishing and making sure that you, like, it's actually really a good time to, make your wishes and be very hopeful and try to be rejuvenated for whatever new thing that you're going to be trying to start with this Ace of Swords. I feel like, and this is all about, again, like, new ideas, new ways to communicate, how you can get your point across. And it's just like it's like a wishful feeling. So whatever went on up here, I feel like, it's still flowing down in the middle. And, again, making you not feel left out, because that was the left out card, right? Yeah. All right, so making you not feel left out, just being hopeful and communicating and letting people know what is on your mind and what you're thinking. and how things can work. Or how things, will be able to work. Got the Hermit and the Eight of Swords again. All right. It's funny that 8 in the angel numbers. That's like infinity and like. If you ever did look up 8 in the angels numbers, it's actually a really good thing. I just can't remember it right now. But so you got the Eight of Swords with the Hermit, and I feel like you have to look in yourself to figure out why you feel stuck. Like this is something going on in your head. Like, where nobody else is going to be able to figure this out for you. This is like you, almost like, almost not like you have to go isolate yourself, but kind of like going it alone. So whatever is making you feel stuck, you know what's making you feel stuck. And not saying that you can't have friends and, say, dude, what's up with this? You could do that, but it's that the actual answer is going to come from you. It's not going to come from outside. You could let them know. You could say, hey, what do you think? But in effect, it's always going to come from you, whatever the situation is. But I'm not. I don't feel like too much like it's affecting this. Like whatever was going on up here, where, you're not going to feel stuck and you have like this idea of building something that's going to, but not using all your everything right here with this Fool energy. I don't feel like they are connected, but they might be. It might be two different people that I'm homing in on. But let's see. What about this Ace of Swords? All right, 3 Cups and the 10 of Swords. Well, this 3 Cups makes me feel like, all right, so you have, your friends, your family, people around you, which is interesting because I'm wondering if you don't pull them in to help you with this stuckness. Just being happy, celebrating, enjoying each other. And this 10 of Swords, and this to me is just like, this is an ending. Whatever the ending is, and it feels like this ending has to do with this, you being stuck or feeling left out, whatever the situation is. I feel like it's going to end. And because as bad as this is, it's not going to get worse. This is it. The sun's coming up over here, and it's not going to get worse. All right, let's see. What about the Emperor? Temperance and the Queen of Wands. All right, well. Whatever it is you trying to put into, you got this Queen of Wands energy, really, and like very energetic, charismatic. This could be your energy, it absolutely could, but it could also be another person that you're around. Doesn't necessarily have to be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but it can be anybody. It doesn't have to be male or female. It doesn't. And I feel like you need to have a lot of patience, not with them necessarily, but just patience in regard to what's going on here. That's going to make you feel stuck, and whatever this ending is, I feel like you're just waiting, and you're just going to have patience, but this might be a pertinent person involved. And again, I don't know who they are to you. Maybe you work with them, maybe you're friends with them. Don't know. But I feel like that they're kind of involved, where there's going to have to be patience with them. And, then eventually, after the change that death over here brings about, see what's going to go on. Oh, the Emperor again. Okay. Well, and the Two of Pentacles. All right, now this is about you juggling something. So I don't know what decisions you're making. Maybe you're just like juggling them. This can be a lot of things. Could be home, family, your jobs. Like so, you're balancing, you're juggling, you're trying to make things, work out. And so the Emperor energy, again, Aries, it's you guys. It doesn't happen to be, but it's more like, all right. So it's telling you, you still need to be this guy. You still need to be strong, authoritarian, making sure you're making the right decisions, even though they're hard. You need to make them. So the change that's going to come about for you is probably about you being able to juggle what it is that you have going on. Scorpio is the sign of the death card. So again, now you could have a Scorpio in your midst somewhere, but you're juggling something. You're definitely having to balance and juggle something. With Temperance here, I feel like you're being really patient. Maybe that has a lot to do with the balancing too, because she has all these like, she's like an alchemist. She's making the perfect mix. And for whatever's going to work and make you be able to find the perfect way to juggle with that. And actually over the weekend I just heard the word mixology. So I'm going to use that for her from now on. Mixology. Okay, so she's making that happen. And again, you have the idea is that you need to have authority over the situation and make the hard decisions that you need to be able to balance things out and juggle them the way would turn out best for you. All right. I hope that makes sense. If you did enjoy the reading, if you can give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And I will be seeing you. New moon reading is on the 4th. Yeah, but I'll try to get in there before then. All right, you guys take care, and I'll be seeing you soon. Okay, bye-bye.